Welcome to this tutorial. Today we're looking at the lowest common multiple. In a previous tutorial we looked at the highest common factor, which is in fact related to the lowest common multiple, which we call LCM. In my experience of tutoring many students, the HCF is something that most students can get their head around. However, most students have a lot of problems with LCM, and it is a bit tricky. But because the problem comes with, there's a lot more numbers usually involved in the LCM, and it's a slightly longer process, and it's very easy to miss a number out or just miscalculate and make a little mistake that will take your answer off, will be way off. So I'd like to go through some examples to clarify that for you so that you don't have any of those problems. The first example we have here is to find the LCM of 16 and 24. So the first step is to do what we did when we were finding the HCF, and that's to factorize down each number and write it as a product of its prime factors. So 16, which is 4 times 4, and we factorize that down further into 2 and 2. So 16 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. And 24 can be written as 2 times 12, which is the same as 4 times 3, which is 2 times 2. So 24 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Then we do a matching exercise to find and circle the numbers that are found both in 16 and 24, the prime factors. So there's 2 here, there's a 2 there. There's a 2 here, there's a 2 there. There's a 2 here, and there's a 2 there. So the highest common factor for 16 and 24 is 8. But we want to find the lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple is the highest common factor, which is 8, times the remaining numbers that we didn't use. So that's 8 times, I like to use a blue line to strike out the remaining numbers. There's a 2 there that we didn't use, and there's a 3 there that we didn't use. So we multiply it, 2 times 3, which is the same as 6. So 8 times 2 times 3 is 48. So the lowest common multiple of 16 and 24 is in fact the number 48. Here we are asked to find the LCM of 20 and 35. So we take the number 20 and we factorize it into its prime factors. And we do the same with 35. Which was quite straightforward. Then we do a matching exercise to find out which prime factors are common to both numbers. And in this case we find that only the number 5 is common to both numbers. So the HCF of 20 and 35 is 5. So the LCM is equal to 5 times the remaining numbers. So we have a 2 here and a 2 here, which is 4, and 7 there, which is 28. So 2 times 2 times 7, what we're looking at, which is 5 times 28. And if you work that out, that is equal to 140. So the LCM of the numbers 20 and 35 is 140. In this question, we're asked to find the LCM of 90 and 225. Again, we do the same procedure of factorizing the first number, which is 90, down into its prime factors. And we do the same for 225, which I know is equal to 15 times 15. So we have all the prime factors for 90, and then we have all the prime factors for 225. We do a matching exercise to find the common factors in each number. And that will give us the HCF. So the HCF in this case is 5 times 3 times 3, which is 45. So to find the LCM, which is what we are ultimately looking for, we take the HCF and then we multiply it by all the remaining numbers, and in this case there's a 2 here and there's a 5 there, and we know that 2 times 5 is 10. So the LCM of these numbers, sorry, it's gone a bit funny there, is 450. I hope you've followed along with that and you got the same answer as I did. The more you do of these, definitely you'll get much better, and you'll just be able to work it out much more easily, and you can see that it's not as daunting as maybe it was you first thought when you first started working on LCM. In our final example, we're asked to find the LCM of 200 and 210. So I'd like you to have a go at this using exactly the same method that we've used in the examples that you've seen in this tutorial. Take your time, factorize everything down to its prime factors, find the HCF, and then multiply all the remaining numbers to get the LCM. Just to give you a clue, the LCM is going to be quite a big number because the numbers we're working with are quite large, 200 and 210. So it's going to be quite a large number. So give it a go, and then press play and I'll reveal the answer to you. So here is the working out for the answer to finding the LCM of 200 and 210. As you can see, the HCF is 10. The highest common factor of both these numbers is 10. And when you multiply through the remaining numbers, 3 and 7 here, which is 21, and 2 and 5 and 2, which is 20, 10 times 21 times 20 gives us 4,200. And that's your answer. So I hope you really got something out of that. You enjoy, and if you didn't get that answer, just have another go, and I'm sure you'll understand it and get the right answer. Till next time. Bye bye.